Hey guys, Wild Willie here, and I'm sleeping in the back of my car tonight. Why? Well, because we just had a snowstorm here in southern Ontario, and I drove where I shouldn't have drove, and I thought I could get out, but it was freezing rain by the time I tried to get out. And the last 150 meters is a really steep hill. Let me just adjust my headlamp. So I'm stuck in my car. So I don't know what you can see or what you can't see. I always carry thermal blankets, these reusable ones, with me. Let me turn it here. Not a lot of headroom. These thermal blankets here, and they were good because they go around the inside of my car, across my front window, around my side windows. Usually I have one on my back window too, but I'm just too damn lazy because once they're in here trying to get that stuff set up, it's awkward. You will see hanging right there is the UCO candle lantern. Now, my video that I had that talked about the 3-1 and how these things are useless, the candelabra. I have a candelabra, and if you recall in my video, I said they're useless except for one condition: having in your car kit. Why? Because they can heat your car up and you can cook on them. Now I have the single one here, just going. I'm not going to have the 3-tier one because it's too hot in here, believe it or not. And I don't need a lot of light. I just want something to keep going all night, help burn off the condensation. I will say, guys, use beeswax candles. The good side is they don't burn toxic like paraffin wax candles do, but they don't have a strong burn. And if it's cold enough, they will go out in the middle of the night. And if this car got down to -10 or -20, this thing would have trouble staying lit. They're a shitty burn in cold weather, and they gunk up your candles. They're your candelier, but they're non-toxic and they burn a little bit longer. Let's see here. I don't know if we can see that or not in the bottom right. It is holding 7 degrees Celsius in my car. Windows open a crack, but it's holding 7 degrees. Outside, it's -1. With the wind chill, it's going down to -15 tonight. So, I've been set up in here for about 2 hours. Ah, Jesus. And it's not bad. Another thing, guys. Water. Not bottles of water. This emergency drinking water, Coast Guard. I'm having trouble focusing, guys, and I'm sorry. Just cram quarters. This Coast Guard emergency drinking water. Why? Because it won't freeze. Coldest, doesn't matter how cold it gets in your car. It's not going to expand. It's not going to burst. Not going to pop. This stuff will not freeze because of the package it's designed in, and you're good to go. There's my 3-tier candelier. On my sleeping system, guys, I keep a Eureka -30 degree bag, Arctic bag in my car. Right now, obviously, I don't have it done up. I just have it lying over top of me. That keeps me plenty of warm in here. I don't think it's ever going to get past -30. As far as a sleep system, guys, I recommend one of these, inflatable pillow. Oh man, they're a lifesaver. I was cringing. I was using my coat and I forgot I had this. I looked in one of the bags and I said, oh shit, and the inflatable pillow here. They're good to have. I sleep on a half pad Thermarest and this new company, Ecotech Outdoors. High burn system, whatever it is. I can't really zoom in here. I'll show you when it's light, guys. I'll show you this better. But this thing is a new item to me. It's a 4-season pad. And I've only been on it now for about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, and I love it. Very cheap off of Amazon.ca too. Anyways, guys, I'm Willie, and I'm going to try to get some sleep. In the morning, I'll show you a little bit better once I get out of the mess I'm in, and I'm home in my driveway, or when I get out, at least get out back into the secondary highway. I will show you what's going on and what I have and how I got it set up better and why I'm here. So for now, I'm going to try to get some sleep. And remember, it's not a question we want to do that. I'll see you in the morning. Hey guys, Wild Willie, I'm home. Just first, I'm going to give you a little rundown on what I had set up last night, even though I made it home and I dismantled a lot of it. So along the sides and along the front, I ran solar blankets just to keep it warm in there, keep the temperature warmer than it was outside. So last night it actually dipped down to 4 degrees inside and it was minus 15 outside, so I stayed above freezing. The candle lantern ran all night on low, like the beeswax candle. Basically, guys, in my kit, I showed you the bulk of it. I mean, I carry a little bit of food, some water, sleeping apparel. I showed you a little bit last night. This is that sleeping pad. Let me move my bag out of the way. That I got off Amazon.ca. Ecotech Outdoors, high berm insulated, good to minus 10. Great pad. Paid like next to nothing for it compared to other sleeping pads, and it worked phenomenal. You guys will see the board there, what that piece of plywood is there for, because in order for me to, I'm 6 feet, and in order for me to lie back and have enough room in here, I got to put the front seats forward. So I just got a piece of plywood and to cover up that gap between the front seats and where I sleep, and when I lie on it, it kind of angles up anyways. My body weight kind of gives it an angle, so my head is propped up a little bit higher. It worked great last night. I was very happy with it. All in all, I mean, I didn't anticipate being out last night, but I was, and I had everything I needed, and life was good. One other thing, guys, you might want to consider when doing this is, I was going through my stuff last night, or this morning rather, when I was packing everything away, and a glow stick. A glow stick is key. Yeah, it provides light, but also and a glow stick fastened to your antenna, if you have an antenna on your car. A lot of cars don't anymore. Or even bring a little pole with you, a hiking pole or something you can fasten up to the side of your car, to your bumper, to your roof, so the glow stick can be seen from a long distance away. If you were stranded on a highway and you got snowed in like they did in Newfoundland last night, where cars were buried alive, like not alive, but cars were buried up to their roofs and beyond, if you were in that car, people wouldn't know that car was there maybe for days. So it's good to have something like a signal or something like that. I also carry a CB, which I can hook up really quick and turn on. Battery backup for the cell phone charger, because you don't want to run when you're stranded in your car like I was, even though I was only there for less than 24 hours. You want to have it so you can depend on surviving without your car being turned on, because you're going to run out of gas eventually. You're going to run down the battery eventually if you're there long term. What happened to me last night, I was in a spot I shouldn't have been in when a snowstorm. I was confident I could get out of there, but it turned to freezing rain. The last hour and a half that I was in this predicament, in the last 100 meters or so, is about a 27-degree grade. It's pretty steep, and it turned to just a sheet of ice. And there was no vehicle in the world that was getting up there, and I was about to start chopping my way out of there at 8 o'clock last night. So anyways, long story short, thank goodness I had friends who can come and pull me out of there this morning, and we did, and I'm home, and no damage to the car, which is good. But anyways, it was an uneventful evening. It was kind of a neat trial, unexpected but neat. And I'm going to recommend it now. Go sleep in a Walmart parking lot. Use your gear, test your gear so you know what you're getting into. There's a few things I noticed in here. Once I'm in that car, it's a pain in the ass to get stuff set up when you're lying there. The space is limited. My whole setup procedure is going to change a little bit as far as what I do before I actually crawl in the car for the night. And even locking the car, I locked it manually with the button on the driver's side door, but I couldn't get out the back door. Even with my remote or nothing, I had to physically crawl over the seats again and lock that back door. And also unlock the back door, and also turning on the car alarm. You got to make sure that's off before you open that back door up. That was another mistake when I was messing around this morning I made. Anyways, guys, I'm Wild Willie, and I got to get trucking. Remember, it's not a question if the shit's going to hit the fan. It's a question of when, so always be prepared.